Now look, today we're talking about the full-on meltdown that's going on over there at No Jumper with Adam 22. I mean, we got Joe Budden throwing shade at Adam like it's a summer cookout, and we got Adam 22 just holding on for dear life. And if things couldn't get any worse, we got federal agents knocking on Adam 22's door. You feel what I'm saying? Talking about a cease and desist letter involving Big U and a RICO investigation. I don't know if y'all saw my previous episode about Big U, Brick Baby, and the Rollin 60 Crips and getting arrested in an operation called Operation Drawdown. This is more connected to that. And I got the link to that episode in the description below. You might want to go check it out. And I also need y'all to go ahead and stay tuned until the end of this episode, because this ain't just no little podcast beef between Joe Budden and Adam 22. This shit turned into a Netflix series. You feel me? So y'all stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode number 40. You feel what I'm saying? The big 40. We 40 episodes in, baby. You know, it's a journey. Gotta think the long game when it comes to this content creation stuff. You feel me? Gotta keep it moving. And of course, before we go ahead and get started with the episode, we gotta start off with our Cigar strain of the day. Lemon cherry candy. You already know a nice potent indica dominant strain. Y'all know how I love my indica dominant hybrid. You feel what I'm saying? But look, y'all go ahead and get y'all Cigar utensils prepared. You already know. Put your ganja goggles on and let's go ahead and dive into it, baby. Now, let's start from the beginning, because it just like been a rough year for Adam 22. You feel me? Like, first we start off with the layoffs at No Jumper, people getting fired at No Jumper. On top of that, he shut down the LA store. And now, the man sold the warehouse. Yeah, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about where all them viral interviews took place. Gone. And you know things are bad when you tell your co-host that the next episode might be getting filmed out of his garage. You feel what I'm saying? Bring your own chair, goddammit. And if that wasn't enough, Adam 22 also got a lawsuit, you know, in progress from a former employee named Yuri for some type of workplace misconduct. You feel me? Which he said would cause him hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know what happened, but it was a lot of things going on No Jumper, man. He had, you know, and he had a lot of bad, let's say he had a lot of bad actors or a lot of negativity going on the show. So I'm not surprised of what's going on. You feel me? And of course, next, here comes Joe Budden sitting in his podcast chair, just collecting receipts. I know he enjoying this. You feel me? Because last year, Adam 22, you know, shouted out, said, you know, was talking trash about Joe Budden, saying that his podcast wasn't one of the big three in the hip hop media space. Adam 22 actually claimed that the top dogs was him, DJ Academics, and DJ Vlad. So I know Joe Budden, because Joe Budden got a lot of influence, so I know he didn't take that lightly. They've been shotting back at each other ever since, pretty much. And Joe Budden basically was like, let's see where the so-called big three will be at in 2025. Well, spoiler alert, one of them is beefing with teenagers on Twitch, DJ Academics. The other one is pretty much making people self-snitch, Adam 22. On top of all that, this is where things get real spicy. Now, apparently, federal agents pulled up on Adam 22 and pretty much asked him for that cease and desist letter that was sent by Big U. You feel me? And of course, Big U is being investigated. Tied into a RICO investigation currently. And a guest on No Jumper, his name Loose Cannon, is actually a former associate of Big U. And he claimed that Big U knew about Nipsey Hussle's murder before it even happened.
TV show like a while back, right? And I'm on a phone. He FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, 6-0. I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up, because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I see you later, or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yep, and
you like
just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it, because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early, because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You hear what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep.
And of course, Big U responded by sending Adam 22 and No Jumper a cease and desist letter to take down that video. And now the feds want that cease and desist letter. I mean, they trying to get a document from the No Jumper beef folder. You feel me? Like, you know, Adam 22 actually said that he's not under investigation, but when federal agents get to knocking at your door over an episode, about an episode, maybe it's time to switch to some safer content, like, you know, talking about cooking recipes or unboxing candles or something like that. And of course, before we get to the rest of this episode, my eyes low. Now it's time to get my belly full, baby. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. As you see, I got me some Salmon Burger, some salmon patties. It's been a little minute since I had Salmon Burger on the episode, but you know, I'm back, baby. You already know. You already know where to get the Salmon Burgers from. Try that. Get it from Costco's. You with me? Now let's get back to the rest of the episode. Now, of course, this situation highlights something deeper. The consequences of mixing clout chasing content with accusations. And you can't run a tabloid style podcast and then not expect for the authorities to start tuning in like it's Dateline NBC. I mean, Joe Budden has already been saying it for a minute. This drama first, facts later type of podcast model is all good until the consequences start knocking. And in Adam 22's case, the knock came from the feds. And let's go ahead and revisit the Big 3 debate. Can we really say Adam 22 still belongs to that group, or has the content caught up with him? I mean, DJ Vlad got people doing interviews in full snitch mode. You got DJ Academics beefing with high schoolers on Twitch. And of course, Adam 22 over here trying not to be a witness to a case. And Joe Budden still podcasting, still controversial, and still not broke. So maybe Joe Budden was right all along. Maybe he is in the big three. You feel me? What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Look, all jokes aside, this is pretty much a wake-up call for anyone who is in the media creation space or the content creation space. If you want to run your podcast like a courtroom drama, just be prepared for lawyers, lawsuits, and of course, law enforcement. And Adam 22 went from interviewing rappers to almost starring in a true crime documentary. Meanwhile, Joe Budden is sitting back laughing, sipping his drink, and waiting for someone to slip up. We all know it was a matter of time with the No Jumper podcast because there was too much going on that podcast. You feel me? I'm surprised it's just now happening. You feel me? But look, I need y'all to tell me what y'all think about this situation. Go ahead and tell me in the comments below. You feel me? And also, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button and give me a thumbs up. And subscribe and hit that bell notifications for more episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.